Yo, Pit Pocket Podcast. And hold on. Happy 3-year anniversary. Shout out to me and Bart and the rest of the guys, man. Always giving out some solid picks, staying consistent. We appreciate the support from you guys, man. Let's keep on killing it. Let's have a great motherfucking weekend this week. What's up, Bart? Talk to these motherfuckers.
Man, I'm doing great. And you want to know why? It's because UFC 299 is on Saturday. Best,
Hoo-wee!
this might be the best fight card since we started the podcast.
Yeah.
Top to bottom, top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, so stacked. They stacked it because they want their little golden boy, Sean O'Malley, to sell pay-per-views. But hey, that's better for us.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, man, we got a lot of fights to talk about, man. Let's get straight into it, bro. Let's talk about the first fight. And this first fight is gonna be a fucking banger.
It's gonna be like
Talk about it,
this.
man. Yeah, like this. It might end quick, guys. Let's talk about it though. The heavyweight fight, man. Heavyweight division. Blaydes Despaigne versus Josh. Shit.
Parisian.
Parisian. There you go. Josh Parisian. Blaydes Despaigne, man. He's 4-0, 35 years old with 4 TKO wins. This is gonna be his UFC debut. This guy, he's a Taekwondo Olympic fighter. He's Cuban. His last 3 fights, it lasted 20 seconds combined. How fucking crazy does that sound, bro? Like, this guy can knock a motherfucker out quick as hell. Josh, on the other hand, he's 15-7, 34 years old, 2-3 his past 5 fights. He has 11 TKO wins. He's a striker, UFC experienced fighter. But listen, a guy like Despaigne on the, on the come up UFC debut with a crazy ass stat like that, I'm pretty sure Dana White is, he set up the fight perfectly for Despaigne.
Yeah.
I
This
think I got Despaigne winning money line, but I also think he could get the TKO knockout. Come on, man. 4 wins with 4 TKOs. I think he gets that. I think he makes a name for himself in the heavyweight division this week. And I'm not too sure what's the odds for the Despaigne knockout TKO, but when
It's
it's
not up
up,
on DraftKings yet.
yeah, when it's up, look after it because I think he gets the win and the knockout. What you thinking, Bart, for this fight?
And I think the heavyweight division needed some juice, and that's exactly what the UFC is doing. They're adding more contenders because really, right now, you only have about the top five, and outside the top five, it's no championship material, not even close. I
For sure.
think minus 345 is a little pricey, but man, Josh Parisian, 2-3 his last five. He's lost to fucking Parker Porter. Do I have to say anything else? Do I have to say anything else? No, but Robelas, this is gonna be a jumping competition, even though Parisian isn't the group is just like a fucking obese ass heavyweight. His first four opponents are 0-0, 0-0, 0-0, 1-0.
Wow.
And that's hey, he's doing what he's supposed to. He finished the last three of them in less than 20 seconds combined.
That's
So
yes.
he's really just throwing a punch and getting them out of there. I think this one is not going to go any different. First round knockout for Robelas. Once the odds are up, if they're over plus 150, plus 200, take them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like that bar actually. I think that's a smart move too. The Spain first round knockout. That might be some good odds, depending what the odds are for the sports book when it opens. I do like that. But yeah, we both got the Spain TKO, whatever the odds are when they show up, money line and first round knockout as well. That's what we got. You got anything else for that fight, Bart?
Not really. I think Parisian, if he doesn't win this fight, he's probably out the UFC.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, man. All right, let's move on to the next fight. Gamrot versus Rafael dos Anjos. This one's gonna be really interesting, man. Let's talk about Gamrot. Gamrot, he's 23-2, 33 years old. He has 8 TKO wins, 5 submission wins. He is 4-1 his past 5 fights. But that one loss he has is against Benio Dariush. He's a UFC veteran. Let's talk about Rafael dos Anjos, though. Dos Anjos, he's 32-15, 39 years old, 5 TKO wins, 11 submission wins. He is 3-2 his past fights. He's a UFC veteran. He goes up and down. He fights the lightweight division. He moves up to welterweight division sometimes. He's back and forth. But his last fight, Dos Anjos, he lost to Vicente Luque in welterweight division. This fight is going to be in lightweight. This one's going to be really interesting, bro, because we see Gamrot. he lost to an experienced fighter like Dariush. You know what I'm saying?
It was
Um,
kind of a fraud check situation.
yeah, yeah. But those
It
on
was.
the hand, 39 years old. This one's gonna be tough because it's not like Gamrot's a scrub. Like he's a pretty damn good fighter, bro. Top prospect in the lightweight division as well. What you thinking though for this fight?
Let me talk about Gamrot first. I feel like he gets a lot of shit because he goes after a lot of takedowns, and I feel like he's in a lot of close fights. Like that Armand fight was really close. He got the unanimous decision. He took Jalen Turner on a week notice, got the split decision there. But man, I do think Gamrot doesn't get a lot of credit for how hard he is to hit. And no matter what, if he's not getting those takedowns, he don't give a fuck. He's gonna go right after in 5 seconds and go for another one. He got he doesn't have pace like Marab, but what makes him so good is his pace. Is that he could like put it on you out for like 3 rounds. This is a
His
3 round.
cardio too.
Yeah, his cardio is good. His submissions are good. He's so well rounded. I mean, his two losses have come by decision, and then he's 5-0 with submissions and 8-0 with TKOs. I just think if RDA was a little bit younger, I would have liked that plus 3.5, just because minus 455 is steep for Gamrot here, especially since he hasn't been dominating these guys. But I like minus 3.5 for Gamrot, minus 165 on DraftKings. I think RDA is just a little too old, and Gamrot's pressure is going to be too much. I see it going to decision and a comfortable decision for Gamrot.
I agree, Bart. I agree. I was overthinking a little bit because those Anjos, yeah, I know he's old, 39 years old, but he's pretty still a decent fighter. But Gamrot, on the other hand, like you said, bro, he goes after the takedowns. Like he keeps going after them. Like if he gets 1 out of fucking 10, he's still gonna keep on going after it because his cardio is just so damn good and he doesn't get tired. I agree with you, Bart. I think Gamrot wins. I think he wins by points, by decision. Goes to decision. I think Gamrot, yeah, by points, minus 155. It's not
The only
bad.
thing though, let's give credit to RDA because damn, he's fought everybody. I mean, I was looking at his tapology. He's fought Cerrone, Ferguson, Covington, Eddie Alvarez, Usman, Fiziev, Luque. Like Moicano. He lost a lot of those fights, but still, he's
Yeah, the
he,
experience.
yeah, he's got experience. But I just think the age too. 39 is too old at 155. At
I
light
agree.
heavyweight, you could kind of get away with being an older guy, and in the heavier divisions, but at 155, you just don't see guys that are 40 years old winning. You
That's
just
true.
don't, you
That is
know.
true. Yeah, that's a great fucking point, Bart. I definitely agree. Good ass point. But yeah, man, Bart he got Gamrot minus 3.5.
Yeah, minus 3.5. It's at minus 165 right now. Or if you want to take the points for a little bit better odds, they're not up yet, but I'm sure it'll be plus money.
Yeah, man, I got Gamrot to him by decision minus 155. Benitos Anjos for that fight, guys. Let's move on to the next one. Oh man, Curtis Blaydes versus Joseph Almeida. Blaydes, he's 17-4, 33 years old, 12 TKO wins. He is 3-2 in his past 5 fights. His last fight, Curtis Blaydes, he lost to Sergey Pavlovich, and he got knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn. But Joseph Almeida, on the other hand, man, he's 20-2, 32 years old, 7 TKO wins, 12 submission wins. This guy could do both. He can knock you out and get a submission. He's 5-0 in his past 5 fights. His last fight, he beat Derek Lewis, Rosenstrike. Those are some pretty good names in the heavyweight division. But the question is Blaydes going to use his weight against Almeida? Because Blaydes weighs 30 pounds more than Almeida. Or is Almeida going to use his strength and find a fucking way to get the takedown and get the ground control and stay on the ground to get the win? It's gonna be really interesting to see. But I think Almeida gets it done, bro. I think if he gets it done, he gets a title shot, and we need some new names in the heavyweight division, bro. So what you thinking, bro? That's what I got.
Man, Almeida's been he's a very impressive to me, man. Like he basically was like he looked at the heavyweight division knowing he's a smaller guy He's like, I could out wrestle all these motherfuckers. Let me just do it. I don't care about my weight. Let me just be 230, 225 pounds and just
And that's
ragdoll.
what's crazy too, bro.
That means that I mean the fact that he had Derek Lewis, who was the same 40 pounds heavier than him, 21 minutes of ground control time on 6 takedowns.
That's
So when
crazy.
he's getting the takedown, you're staying on the ground. It's not getting up. And that's so impressive in the heavyweight division where motherfuckers could just use their size to kind of muscle up, like not use too much technique to get from the bottom. The fact that he's keeping big guys down like that and just making quick work of them too, like Lewis was a decision, but to be honest, that's impressive too because like he basically took away Lewis's only path to victory, which was knocking him out. You
Yeah.
know, we knew Lewis wasn't going to win the decision. I've been really impressed with Almeida. I haven't been impressed with Blaydes. I think Blaydes will be just as clueless as Lewis was with when he's on his back after Almeida takes him down. I think Almeida will be able to take him down. I don't think Blaydes has the submission defense to to stop a rear naked choke or a submission attempt at all. But I got Almeida here. I don't know how it's a pick 'em. The only thing that I want to say is Almeida did open at plus like 180 odds when this fight was first
That's
announced,
crazy, bro.
and now, yeah, I mean, I don't know the reason for that, but there must be a lot of money coming in Almeida. I like Almeida here. I think Blaydes is just he just hasn't been impressing me. And everybody who's tried to take him down has taken him down.
Yeah. Yeah. You got a point, man. Yeah, but I got Almeida as well, bro. I think he gets it done. I think he gets it done. He finds a way to get the takedowns and gets the victory. So we both got Almeida beating Curtis Blaydes for that fight. Good odds for that one. Let's move on to the next fight, man. Peter Yan versus Song Yadong. Peter Yan, he's 16-5, 31 years old, 17 KO wins. He is 1-4 in his past 5 fights. Peter Yan has lost 3 straight, which is kind of crazy to me. Song Yadong, on the other hand, he's 21-7, 1 draw, 26 years old, 9 TKO wins, 3 submission wins, 4-1 in his past 5 fights. That one loss he had, Song Yadong, he lost to Corey Sandhagen, which is a UFC vet, you know what I'm saying, top guy in that division.
Close fight too.
Yeah, close ass fight. It was. It was. But the question is, who will have the better striking? And this is going to be really interesting, man. This is tough. In my opinion, I think Song Yadong could win because that 1-4 for Peter Yan and him losing 3 straight is not looking good for him. On the other hand, I think Song Yadong wins, but my confident pick for this fight is fight to go the distance minus 235. I'm back and forth with the winners here, so I'm gonna go fight to go the distance for this one. What you think about it?
I love Song Yadong plus 3.5 minus 200 right now, and I love Peter Yan money line. I think Peter Yan gets back on track, 29-28 across the board. He's gonna lose that first round. We know, like he's notorious for starting out slow. He might get outstruck a little bit. Then he's gonna find his groove. I think he's gonna use his grappling. It's gonna be a close fight, but I think Peter Yan's just gonna use more martial arts to outpoint him. Like he'll get that takedown at the end of the round to secure the round, like with round 2 and 3. And I just think level of competition, he's fought the better guys.
That's true.
He's fought the best guys in the division. The crazy thing is, I'm gonna throw out a stat for y'all. Song Yadong's been in the UFC longer than Peter Yan.
That's
Not
crazy.
by long, but still a crazy stat to me that I didn't realize till I was doing the research for this fight. I like Yan here. I think his clinch, if he gets into the clinch, his knees are gonna be better. The only thing I'm worried about is Song Yadong's like size.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm a little worried about too, man. It's gonna be really interesting. But I got five to go the distance. What do you have for this fight again?
I like both, either or. Peter Yan at minus 125, or if you want Song Yadong on DraftKings plus 3.5 minus 200.
All right, all right. That's what we got for that fight, guys. This next one, Gilbert Burns versus Jack Della Maddalena. Gilbert Burns, 22-6, 37 years old, 3-2 his past five fights, 6 TKO wins, nice submission wins, a world jiu-jitsu champion. He lost to Bilal Muhammad the last fight. Jack, on the other hand, he's 16-2, 27 years old, 11 TKO wins, 5-0 in his past five fights in the UFC. His last fight, Jack, he beat Kevin Holland, which was a boring fucking fight. I didn't want to talk about that shit. But the question is, can JDM defend the takedowns? Because we know Gilbert Burns is going after the takedowns. And this is Jack's very first test, his real test going against a fighter like Gilbert Burns. What you thinking, Bert?
This is tough, but I'm gonna say Jack gets frog checked here. I think Burns is gonna be able to get the takedowns. The only thing I'm worried about here is Jack's boxing, but I do think that Burns has a chin. It's not like he's losing, getting knocked out his past couple fights. He took Kamzat to a close fight in which he dropped him. He got power in that right hand too. If I like Burns plus 3.5 here, it's at minus 120. I also like fight to start round three, minus 110.
Yes, sir. I agree with Bart as well. Gilbert Burns plus 3.5. I think is the move for DraftKings. I think it's gonna be a really close fight between these two. But fights are starting round three. Both these guys are pretty tough. I can see it. You know what I'm saying? This fight is starting round three. I can see it, bro. These both guys are tough. They're durable. I can see it, bro. I can't pick a winner, but if I had to really pick a winner straight up, I think Gilbert Burns is a smarter move just because, he fought better competition. This is Jack's first test. It's tough, though. But we suggest plus 3.5 more and fights to start in round three, minus 120 for that fight, guys.
Only
Yes,
reason I'm worried about decision is because Jack's the younger guy, and you know how they like to fucking give it to the up and comers now.
I agree.
Fucking bullshit ass decisions lately.
I agree. But let's rush it through real quick. This next one, we got Kevin Holland versus Michael Venom Page. Kevin Holland, he's 25-10, 31 years old, 13 TKO wins, 8 submission wins, 2-3 in his past five fights. Uh, Kevin Holland, big mouth, he runs his fucking mouth every damn time in the octagon. Michael Venom Page, on the other hand, 21-2, 36 years old, 13 TKO wins, 3 submission wins. Michael Venom Page is about to be his UFC debut. He came from Bellator, a pretty damn good striker, bro. He can knock people out. 13 TKO wins says itself. I'm just going with Michael Venom Page because this is UFC debut. He's a little more serious, a little more locked in compared to Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland's past fights, man, he just been talking too damn much. In my opinion, he's not really taking it seriously. I'm going with Michael Venom Page. That's my opinion.
I said I'm never betting on Kevin Holland again.
Again, never.
Unless he proves this fight that he's gonna shoot some fucking takedowns, then maybe I'll bet on him again in the future. I think they're gonna build Venom Page up for that London card so they could have like a nice feature fight, maybe him and Wonder Boy or maybe him and Gary.
All right, all right. That's what you
Yeah.
got, Bart?
I like Page as the underdog here too.
Yeah, man, I do too, bro. I really do. So that's what we got. We got Michael Venom Page beating Kevin Holland for that fight, guys. The co-main event. Let's move on to it. Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis. Dustin Poirier, he's 29-8, 35 years old, 15 TKO wins, 7 submission wins. He is 3-2 his past 5 fights. Benoit Saint Denis, on the other hand, he's 13-1, 28 years old, 4 TKO wins, 9 submission wins, 5-0 in the UFC. The past 5 was 5 finishes as well for Saint Denis. Listen, man, I'm not gonna overthink it. I was overthinking that first, but I'm going with Dustin Poirier, man. 7-0 when he's coming off a loss for Dustin Poirier, and he's the only fighter to knock out McGregor, knock out Holloway, and the only fighter to submit Michael Chandler. I gotta go with Dustin Poirier plus 164. It's just so fucking disrespectful for those odds for Dustin Poirier. What you think, Bert?
Man, the only reason I've been so hesitant is because Dustin is coming off 3 straight fucking wars with Chandler, Oliveira, and remind me the last one.
Gaethje.
Uh Gaethje, right? Uh this is Benoit's first test. If he loses, he can come back and recover and still make a run in the UFC. I like over 1.5 rounds here. I'm not picking a winner. I feel like it's a trap with Dustin at those odds. I don't know why.
I don't
If it
blame
was
you. I don't blame
if
you, bro.
it was a pick 'em, I'd like it. I'd like it a little more for Dustin, but at plus 170, something's off.
I feel you. I feel you. That's what we got for that fight, guys. Just run it through real quick. The main event: Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera. Come on, Sean O'Malley. We know this is part two versus Chito Vera. We're gonna see. The last first fight was a fluke. Sean O'Malley got injured. Chito won. I think it's different than this time, man. Sean O'Malley proved to us that he beat Peter Yan, knocked out Sterling. He's here to stay in his bantamweight division for a little bit more fights. I got Sean O'Malley getting revenge on Chito Vera winning. What you think?
I got Sean O'Malley in a boring fight where he's gonna be running away because he knows Cheeto's got that forward pressure. I got Sean O'Malley in a decision here. And I like -5.5 too. I just think he's gonna outpoint Cheeto.
I
Cheeto just
agree.
doesn't bring anything to the table that can beat O'Malley other than forward pressure, and O'Malley moves too well.
Sandhagen versus Chito Vera. Just look at that fight. That's all I gotta say, man.
Exactly. Like Cheeto's not gonna be landing no takedowns.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's about it, guys. That's what we got for UFC, man. Let's get it.